Hi, my name is Gaston Cordova, and I'm the Director of Rehab at Hartsfield Village. Today is a very special day because we're welcoming back a few patients who had gone through some therapy and recovery with us, which I consider our Hartsfield family. Kit, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So happy you're here with us today. I know many of us who saw you come in today were so happy to see you again. I'd like to first start off and ask about what had brought you to Hartsfield.
Well, actually what brought me was an accident. I was driving my bike in my neighborhood and I was hit by a motorcycle. As a result of that, I was flown up to Christ Hospital and they did surgery on just about everything. My back, my ankle, my pelvis, my shoulder. Those are the things they repaired. And then there were other fractures and breaks.
Yes. And I know when we had first met you, I know we wanted to do everything we can to, number one, just make you feel a little better, but then even do everything we can to help you get back to the things that matter most to you in life. So with that, I tend to like to ask about when you think back about your time and your experience here, and you reflect, what are some of the things that you think about most or remember about your time with us?
Well, there's an awful lot of things because I was so very happy with my experience here. When I first came, my first day, I was totally immobile. My first challenge with the therapist was actually to be able to sit on the side of my bed for 1 to 3 minutes. So the task at hand was really daunting. And the thing that I remember the most is not only was it a pleasant atmosphere to be in, but everyone around me, everyone was so very positive. I'm a positive person myself, I think, but when you're in that kind of a situation where you're used to being very active and all of a sudden you can't move on your own, to have people reinforce all the time that you're doing good, that you're improving, is beyond words how very encouraging that is.
Well, thank you for those very kind and heartfelt words, because when I do think back about when I think about my experience with you and your recovery, I do always think about how just inspirational you were to all of us, even all of us who were helping you. And I think many people felt that, and I know they did. I believe I mentioned that in our graduation ceremony when you walked across our therapy gym and we played the music, and I did share with the group how truly inspirational you are, and it's a blessing for us to know you. So speaking of the thoughts and experience of rehab, with every type of situation, a patient has goals that they typically want to get back to, no matter at what stage in the recovery. One thing in rehab, we tend to focus on goals because that's what drives us and drives the patient forward towards a better quality. And if you think about the goals that you were processing and wanting to achieve, do you feel the Hartsfield team, not only the rehab team, but even the care team, nurses, CNA, everybody involved, do you feel they were an integral part of you reaching some of your goals, if not many of them?
Oh, I know they were an integral part. There's no doubt about it. I could do nothing for myself. The nursing staff had to actually have a couple of people just turn me to get me in or out or move me in a bed. And I guess from a nursing standpoint and from an occupational therapist standpoint, my goal was that I could get back to doing things on my own. And hopefully that I could do that before I left this facility. And we did reach those goals. I could, and I know it sounds trite, but I could feed myself, I could dress myself, and I could shower myself. And all those things, everybody takes for granted things like that. But when you're in the position that I was put into, all those are, at least in the beginning, seem to be insurmountable goals. But with the positive reinforcement and the help of the staff, the nursing staff, the aides, the person that did my laundry and cleaned my room, every single one of them, I have to tell you, every single day always had something cheerful to say to me and encourage me. So it didn't start with just your professional people. Everyone was helpful. And I know you might not think that someone saying, oh my, you're doing much better today, means a lot, but when you're in my kind of position where I was, it meant the world to me. And it just kept pumping up my own positive attitude that everybody was giving me all this feedback.
Lastly, I'd like to ask about anything you'd like to share with friends, loved ones, a family member, if they were needing to go through a similar experience or needing some rehab and recovery. What would you like to share with them?
Well, I think I would most definitely share that Hartsfield is an excellent facility. We researched before I came here, my family researched the different facilities in the area. My daughter is a physical therapist. She looked at the protocol that you were going to offer me in comparison to the other facilities in the area, and she was very comfortable with what happened here. And then again, reaching goals, one of my goals was to be able to walk out of this facility, and with the physical therapist and the occupational therapist, I was able to do that. So I would definitely recommend coming here for any number of reasons, because it's a very professional, efficient, positive environment. And as you can see from just looking around, it's actually a very lovely environment that also helps you recover, because nothing's drab or dreary. It just makes you feel good just to be here. It's a homey atmosphere, and that's where I think it helps you achieve your goals if you can feel comfortable. And believe it or not, I did. I felt very much at home here and very comfortable, and that was primarily because of all the care that I received from the therapist and from the nursing staff and all the other staff here at the facility. So I would very definitely recommend coming here. I don't think you can find a better facility to achieve the goals you need to, whether it's knee replacements or whether you're in an accident like I was, and there was everything to be done. So my recommendation would be you'd be very well advised to come here.
Thank you so much again, Kit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words. And I know we all love you.
Oh, and I love you too. And believe me, the kind words are well deserved.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.